That's good?
Yeah.
We're good? Okay. Hi there, my name is Poria from Illuminex Pool Products, and I got a wonderful new product to show you. The Illuminex Heater Controller. Let's open the box and see what's inside. So first things first, we have our manual. We have 2 stainless ring clamps. We have a little hardware kit, 3 temperature sensors. We have our heater controller, and lastly, our electrical wire. Let's dive into the Lumi heater controller. Firstly, we're going to open up the screws on the front cover. So we have 4 screws on each corner. Inside, we have the cable that connects to the button in the front. First thing we do, we disconnect the cable. This is how the inside looks like. There's a gasket. We can take this out, put it to the side for now. All right, so once you open the heater controller, you can see inside we have 3 terminals. Firstly, we have the temperature sensor terminal. Then we have our dry contact wire terminal. And lastly, we have our high voltage input terminal. All right, so let's get started with our high voltage connection. So you take the supplied 6-foot long electrical cable and you can feed it into the very last dry liquid tight connector. All right, let's connect the high voltage terminal first. In the high voltage terminal, we have 3 ports. We have the ground, neutral, and line. Here is the cable. We have the ground, neutral, and line. We're going to feed the cable inside, neutral, and line. You see that? So first, we're going to open up the temperature sensor cables. Normally, these would be installed in the heater inlet port and the heater outlet port. And the last one is for ambient air. That one gets installed where you have fresh air so you can record the ambient air temperature. So we're going to open the cable for this one also. Just a little bit. Now, next, the 6-pin terminal wire. Just give it a little wiggle. Comes out of its spot. We supply you a small screwdriver. Open up all the ports. So you can see as you open it, the flap moves down. Next, we're going to feed in our temperature sensors. So we're going to grab the 3 ends, feed them into the liquid tight connector. Like so. Doesn't matter which one's which, they're all the same sensor. It's up to you to decide which one you want to use where. Just make sure the water inlet is before the heater and the water outlet is after the heater. So these 2 wires are not polarity sensitive. So it doesn't matter. You can install them like this, or you can flip it over and install it in the reverse direction. Polarity is not sensitive. Once they're inside, you tighten the screw. And you move on with your next sensor. All right, so once the temperature sensors are connected, we're going to make sure they're nice and snug. So we're going to pull the excess cable out of the heater controller. And we're going to reinsert the terminal block back into its spot. We're going to tighten up the liquid tight connector, and we're done with our sensors. The next connection is our heater dry contact connection. Similar to the temperature sensors, the dry heater connection can be removed. The dry heater wire will be coming from the heater. Refer to your owner's manual from the heater's manufacturer to figure out how to connect this dry contact wire. But it would be a 2-wire cable. You'd have to bring it in, open up the screws on the terminal, just like the temperature sensors, and once the wire is installed, reinstall the terminal and close the liquid tight connector. So once that's done, you are done with the hardware setup of the heater controller. Grab the gasket, feed it around the slot that's in the door or in the cover, just like so. The gasket is reinstalled. We're going to reconnect the 4-wire terminal back into the button, just like so. Next, we should download the Illuminex app from the Google or Apple Store. Alternatively, we can scan the QR code on the device and directly download the app onto our phone. So once we have the app downloaded, we're going to create a new account, go into the devices page, and we're going to add a device. So the heater controller has been found here on our devices page, but to be safe, we should always hold down the center button for 3 seconds. Now it's ready to pair. The device is being added on our phone. Successful, done, and we've opened it on the app. Here we can see that the water temperature and the air temperature hasn't been updated yet. It's going to take a few minutes for these to update to the correct temperature, but surely they will. Here you can set the heater temperature to your desired set temperature. You can turn it on and you can also turn it off from here. You can check the logs or the graphs of the previous months or years of data recorded. And in the settings page, we can convert between Celsius and Fahrenheit temperatures. Now we've completed the installation and the setup of the Lumi heater controller. We started with the assembly of all the hardware within the controller. We moved on to the Wi-Fi connection, and we described the communication functions of our heater controller. It was so fast, so easy. Within a couple minutes, we had our device installed and ready for use. Now, if you have any more questions about our product, you can reach out to one of your local representatives or visit our website at illuminexpool.com. Thank you for taking the time to join me today to learn about the Lumi heater controller.